Hi, this is Mr. Merrill, and I'm going to walk you through the steps to complete the first video analysis. So the first thing you need to do is on Moodle download the two videos. Unless you've changed your defaults, those will just appear in your downloads folder. So you can see I have the slow car and the fast car video. Then you need to open up Logger Pro. I'm just going to make this full size. And you don't have to, but usually I delete all the default stuff that pops up when I'm doing these video analysis because you're not going to need them. So then go to Insert, Movie. You have to find the files, so again they're going to be under your Downloads folder. I'll open up the fast car. Okay, so it should open correctly. You should be able to play it. I can go back to the beginning with this button here. To actually open up the video analysis features, you're going to hit this button in the bottom right corner. That opens up a new screen. We don't need this graph. You can delete that graph if you want, or you can leave it up. There's a lot of features here that we'll learn throughout the year, but this is supposed to be an introductory, very simple one. So the only feature we're going to use is this add point. Okay. Before we do that, we need to change some settings. So with this just regular arrow clicked up at the top, we can double click on the movie. Double clicking on the movie brings up this, and we need to change two options. We want to first click this box and then change this from a 1 to a 10. Okay. Once we've clicked those two options, then we can use the add point. We want to pick a fixed place on the car every single time, so I'm going to use probably the front edge of this wheel. Click, it'll advance 10 frames, which is about 0.4 seconds. I'm going to click again. And you can see on the graph that's advanced about 0.4 seconds. Click again. And keep doing this, and you should see at the end when you click, oh, it goes to white. I don't want that. Let's go back one frame so I can still see all the dots, because you can't see the scale in the back if the dots are there. So again, if you go all the way to the end, you're just going to see white, so slide this back so you can still see all the dots. And then you can go through the whole frame. As you move back, the dots will disappear. As you go forward, the dots will reappear. And what we're going to need to do is essentially read the position of those dots. So probably this one's going to be a little hard to estimate, the last one, because it kind of is hidden behind the car. But the rest you should be able to read rather easily. Make this edge the origin, and then each of these blocks is about 10 centimeters. So I would say this is 0. Oh, that's about 13-ish. That's about 25-ish. You get the idea. So, and you can ignore the graph on the side. That really isn't for us. So what do we do with this? I'm going to ask you to make a screen capture of this. There's a couple ways you can do that. It's going to be a little different on Mac. I believe on Macs it's the Apple key, and then there's a print screen button, and I think that prints the screen and saves it maybe on your downloads folder. I'm sorry, I'm not really familiar with that. Honestly, just Google it if you're having any issues. On Windows, if you have Windows 7 or later, the easiest way to do it is go to here, type in snip, and it'll bring up this. Here you can crop out a little text box. We only need about this much. Okay, and then you can copy this, go to the video analysis document, delete all this, and then paste it into the box, and there you go. Okay, and you do the same thing with the slow car, and then you can read this off, and again getting the position points off that. So if you're having any difficulties, just email me, and hopefully you can work it out, or even simpler, you can come in early and do it on the desktops here at school. Okay, I hope that makes sense.